why are we?
Okay, well, this graphic sucks. Let's cell shade it.
Why are we seeing more cell shaded games? Like, there's some games that are awesome with.
Yeah, some of them are cool, but this one was a lazy way.
The Walking Dead ones, those are pretty awesome.
Those are great.
Don't get me started on Telltale games.
Yeah.
Actually, I may make that a topic now.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I had a topic.
I was never a fan of them until I played that. But
yeah, well, this is my topic now. I'm switching this. I'm switching to my topic. It's Telltale games. Are they good or bad? Because going off of that,
good.
Their engine sucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I was playing the Minecraft story mode because that was on sale on PlayStation.
Yeah.
So I got it, and it's lagging on the
Xbox.
PlayStation. The only system that it actually ever ran good on is on the PC.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, Telltale games, like, they freeze. Like, I remember playing the 360 version of The Walking Dead, and it would just freeze every 5 seconds. Like, especially when you're making a decision, it would be like a weird pause, and then like you would do something. And then even when my one friend was playing it, he was trying to beat a zombie, and like it would freeze, and then it would fuck him up because he had to press something else, and it wasn't there.
Oh yeah.
Like the frame rate was horrible.
Yeah.
They're making too many games.
Yeah. I see. The only one that I've actually played that I really liked, because I tried doing the Borderlands one.
Borderlands was fun.
Was
I actually
it?
was surprised.
See, like I was playing it, and maybe it was because
I think you have to get through the whole thing, because
Yeah.
it kind of grew on me after playing it, and then it started building up, and it's actually really fucking hilarious. Like, I think this was the first Telltale game that I was just busting up laughing every episode.
Really?
At some point, where it's like, oh my god, this is too ridiculous. Like, just because it's, what was it? God, Troy Baker is in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's the Reyes. But
you know what I heard flopped? It wasn't a Telltale game either, but it was in the same mindset. It was an episodic game, Broken Age. I heard I heard episode 1 was like, this is great. It's finally out. It's Tim Schafer. It's great. And then I heard episode 2 was just like terrible.
I tried playing that game. I had no fun and didn't care what was going on.
It's called Broken Age. It was from Kickstarter, like the people who did like Psychonauts and stuff.
Oh, okay.
And what else did he do? Brutal Legend, that game with like Jack Black.
Oh yeah.
See, I didn't like that game either.
I like the overtop of it, but
I liked the beginning, and then it got really weird.
Yeah.
Like, and then it turned like into an RTS, and it was weird.
It kind of suited though, because I mean, with Jack Black, it kind of suited like that whole entire concept of it.
Yeah, I played a little bit of that, and it just, I feel that Telltale used to be good, but now like they emphasize on making choices, but your choices really don't matter in Telltale games. Like, not really. Yeah. They make it look like you do, but like you would replay it and be like, okay, so either way this person was gonna die. Like, stuff like that. I'm not gonna be specific about it, but yeah, like, it's just the illusion of making a choice, where I feel like games have become better at doing that. Like, you got Until Dawn, where literally there's a million different possibilities.
I need to pick that up. It's on sale for like $20 or something like that at Best Buy.
Yeah, it's good. I especially for $20, I recommend it. I recommend it for $60, but I mean,
cool.
I mean, you play it so many times. Like, I can't believe though that I only had 3 people survive. I was cocky off of playing
which one?
Until Dawn.
Oh, I haven't played.
Well, because either like everybody can live, everybody can die, or any permutation in between.
Mm-hmm.
And I got cocky off of Heavy Rain because I was. Of all my friends that played Heavy Rain, I was the one that got the best ending the first time. And they're like, how the fuck did you do that? I'm like...
Everybody survived?
Yeah. Like, I saved, Jason? I can't wait to play that game again. Because that was such, like, the funniest thing playing that game. Because he yells, he's like, Jason? Jason? And, like, you're in the ball and he's just yelling it for, like, ever.
Like, as soon as I found out your son's name in Fallout is Sean and he gets kidnapped, I'm like, Sean!
Because the other kid was Sean.
Yeah, in Heavy Rain. And he, yells for him. Sean!
Alright.
It's like,
have you seen the video of, like, that glitch with the ending of the game where you find Jason, or you find Sean, and he's, like, stuck in the grates? There's, like, some glitch.
No.
There's a it's got millions of views on YouTube. There's like a bug that this guy encountered where it's like one of the final scenes where he finds him and everybody's talking to him and all he can say is Sean, like, Dad, you're here, Sean. There's like they like pan to somebody in the background and like you can hear him in the back. He's like, Sean. It's hilarious. You have to look it up after this.
Yeah, like I felt like, games are doing that a lot better now, though. Like, they're making better choices and stuff like that. Until Dawn was a great example. And then Beyond Two Souls came out, well, as a re-release. And it's okay. It's better now. Because when it first came out, the story was all jumbled. It was really weird. It's like, they took the story and then shook it up and then kind of gave it to you. Because it's pretty much the main character Jodie, you're growing up with her, but in the original it's like all mixed between because you played as a kid, but then you played as an adult, then
so
you
they
played as a
rearranged
kid,
the story
and then
in the
you played
remake?
you can play it as the original one, or you can like do it's called remixed, which is in order now,
chronological order.
So I played it that way, and I'm like, wow, like because I actually grew a little bit more attached since I was kind of growing up with them this time instead of jumping in between different things, which is kind of annoying. And I felt like they fixed a lot of other things that I had issues with the first time. But even then, it's like an illusion of choice because it still almost forces you to make a choice.
Yeah. Well, I know we got to talking about like that Walking Dead one, and you're like, well, how did that happen? I'm like, oh, I just did this, and you're like, oh. And then, like, later on, I'm like, oh, they died anyways. And you're like, oh, yeah, So it's almost like that these games, it has a story that it's going to put you on regardless of what you do.
Yeah.
And it's you get to kind of decide of, okay, well, you may not die right now, but you're going to die later on. So.
And that's why I really, really loved Until Dawn. Because it was...
endless possibilities.
It was your own choice. Like little things affected different things. There's still people that are still trying to figure out what causes what. Like if you watch playthroughs, like I'm still seeing stuff different. When Glenn was over, like it's Olive running around. When Glenn was playing, like he did couple things that I'm like, how the fuck did you do that? Like that was weird because it was like totally different situation happening, and I'm like, that's kind of cool. Like. It's like the slightest thing changed something else, and
one of the reasons why I do like games like that though is because it's kind of like how we are as people.
Yeah.
Obviously you're not going to think the same way that I do.
Exactly.
Just like nobody else is going to think pretty much the same way that I do. So it's really cool to see like oh wow, you decided to do that. And then see how it actually works out in the end. And if a game has endless possibilities like that, it's just it seems like it'd be really cool just because it kind of gives you like a bigger, broader spectrum of how we actually see things on an everyday basis, which is like kind of weird and freaky at the same time.
Like they must have had to put a lot of work into that game to get that thing going because. Like,
or how many codes they put into it,
like it's
just to get it right.
I still like even tried replaying it, and I just still can't fathom like how the hell they did it.
Yeah,
and it's good. It plays good. They and I say it every time. I'm like, they out Quantum Dream, because it plays like a Quantum Dream game, but it plays so much better, and the choices actually matter.
Yeah.
I mean. Not gonna discard Heavy Rain. Heavy Rain, the choices definitely fucking mattered in that game, but not in really Beyond Two Souls that much.
Yeah.
Because I started realizing that when I was replaying it, I'm like, okay, like I don't remember most of this, but it seems like no matter what, something like that happens. Because when you finished it, they had like little kind of like Telltale, Telltale, where it had like the different choices and like how many people picked this. They added that into this one. They didn't have that before, so it's kind of cool. I'm like, oh, okay, so that wasn't okay, so that really wasn't anything.
Yeah,
like
you think it's so big in a game, and
then you start realizing
out it's like
there was a couple other things where it's like, oh, somebody died that you could have saved, and I'm like, oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Now I felt bad.
Yeah.
It's like, you didn't save so-and-so. And I'm like, I could have saved him?
Yeah.
And I didn't like, oh, I could have went and did this. And I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, okay, that's kind of cool. So it has like brief glimpses, but then other times it's like they're telling a story in this chapter. You can either say yes or no. Same thing's gonna happen regardless.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then even when you have like the choice dialogues, it's like what I liked about Until Dawn is you had the choice to not say anything. And Beyond Two Souls, sometimes you don't have to say anything. Other times it automatically just chooses one for you if you don't say anything at all.
Yeah.
So it like has like the words pop up and it like fades away after time, but then it automatically picks one.
Yeah. Yeah. And one of the things I actually liked though is because it gives you kind of a timer, so it kind of puts you in like a crunch moment.
Yeah.
Where it's just like make a decision. And if you're somebody who likes to play it safe, you know, like
which I wish that they would do when there's that big decision. Because you know how lately though they've been doing where there's no time limit, you just have to sit there and think about it.
Yeah.
Like,
well, with Fallout, like you could just literally sit there and then go through all the different options.
Well, because even in like
but in
God, what's it? Was it?
And things like Borderlands,
the Borderlands
and
one,
Walking Dead, like it puts a time on you.
There's still like certain sections where it's like you got to choose between this person or this person, and then sometimes there's a timer, sometimes there's not, and then I'm like, why don't you just put a timer all the time? Just make it continue, like because that's when there's more pressure and you make the choice you want to make instead of sitting there and being like, what should I do?
Yeah,
like just snap decision. That's why I loved when I played Fallout. I didn't have time. I didn't take the time to think about it. I just automatic instinct.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, Jesus, why did I do that? Like, because I wanted to make the choice that I wanted to make. I didn't want to think about what could be better. Like, I just did it.
Yeah. One of the things
I'm doing my own thing.
One of the things I actually like about Fallout though is the fact that like, sorry. I guess this is what he does, though. But
I started this.
The one because we're talking about like how you can decide, and it doesn't really give you a time limit.
It's okay to go off topic.
It's so funny to me that on my everyday life, like I'm usually kind of like a sarcastic asshole most of the time.
He's not lying.
And I've been finding myself whenever I play that game, I'm very polite, and I'm like always wanting to know like what's going on, and then like I'm really far behind in the game, but I just got to like the Institute, and there's this one scientist I was talking to, and he was a complete dick to me. So I was just like, you know what, screw you. And I reverted to like I'm like telling him off and everything else like that. I'm like get out of my face and stuff like that. So I like that it doesn't put a timer because then I can kind of be like, you know what, you're a dick. I'm gonna be a dick right back.
I do like it when you stand there and they're like.
Yeah.
Are you gonna say something?
Yeah.
I thought that was a cool mechanic that they added.
Yeah.
I remember in the third one where you would just sit there and like because it was zoomed in, like time froze, so the game's still going in the background, and then they'll be like, okay, you gonna be quiet all day? Like, you got to say something. But yeah, I do like that though. Yeah. But I'm kind of glad I made the snap decision, like what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
I pretty much said fuck everybody.
Really.
Because I'm like, I don't like what you're doing. Fuck you, Brotherhood. And I'm really just kicking it with the Minutemen.
Really?
That's what I've been doing.
See? Yeah, I said like I didn't make the Brotherhood of Steel an enemy.
Yeah.
Like they still let me to go on their base and stuff.
I made him an enemy with them when I stole their armor unit. Oh yeah. I went in there and I was just like, oh yeah.
Him just like take over for like 5 minutes because you want to do something real quick.
Because he's like I don't have no because he didn't have an armor suit, and I'm like, oh man, they got a whole bunch at the Brotherhood. But my guy's like capable of like taking things and like not.
Wait, how did you not have an armor
people?
suit? Like they give you an armor suit the first time.
Yeah. Oh, like I've got them spread out everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like puts it somewhere and just doesn't know where it's at, or he sells it. He's like, oh, I get 50 bottle caps for this huge armor suit.
That's another thing too. In this one, like, I'm not rich.
I got like 8,000.
I'm not rich.
I don't have that much.
Yeah.
I'm
I have
scraping.
like 5,000 or something like that, but it's like there are vendors that sell unique weapons.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that they have.
And
Yeah.
they're pricey.
Yeah, like that
Very
Clio. That Clio. She
very
has
pricey.
she
Man,
had
are
one
you about
weapon.
to try to hop on my freaking...
No. I've got mine.
Yeah,
You know,
he's-
like,
he's-
since it's over here, it's going to connect to my Xbox, right?
I just gotta do it offline.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I'm like... Because he did that last time. He, like, loaded the Pit Boy up, and he tapped into mine, and like...
Oh, really?
Oh, damn.
Oh,
I'm
damn.
like,
Yeah, I'm only down to like 4,700 caps.
Yeah.
So yeah, that sucks.
Yeah,
and I found out I'm more of a pack rat than what I really
Yeah.
like to be.
I'm leveling up my strength to carry more shit. Because it's... The mechanic's cool, though, because you have to do it, because, I mean, I scrap everything, so I got to take everything.
I can carry 314.
I think that's what
I think
mine
I'm
is.
close to that.
With the armor suit.
I'm over
I can
that.
carry it close to 400. I think.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
with
when
the
you put power
suit-
armor on it, it increases.
Oh,
your-
yeah, with power armor, it
That's right.
increases
That's
it.
that's why I'm like, why in the world don't you use it? Because he's like walking around like,
Oh.
and I'm like, because the armor suit like it helps. With
No, you don't want
radiation,
to.
it
You don't
helps
want
with
to
all that
use it
stuff.
all the time.
Oh, dude, I have like 65 fusion cores.
Okay. I guess you can use it all the time.
Like-
Never mind. That's incorrect.
Like literally every single like level I've gone to, at some
that.
point they've had like fusion cores, because you know like how they have
God,
like
did
the
they
little
make the
reactors
Xbox
you
version
can put
easy
out
or
and everything
something?
else.
What?
So did they make the Xbox version easy or something?
I think they did.
Because there's no
I-
fucking way.
I
I don't have that many fusion
Yeah.
cores.
Well, see,
No.
but I don't do the missions, honestly. Like, obviously, I'm at the institute now. You guys are like
Wait.
Yeah, but
way
still.
ahead of where I'm at.
I'm not way ahead of that, but yeah, I
but
have choices
all
to make.
Oh,
right
did
now.
you find the little kid that I was talking about?
Little kid, who me?
There's a kid that was hiding. No, just anybody in general. There was a little kid that was hiding in a refrigerator.
No, I have not found that
What?
yet.
No.
Yeah.
I haven't found
Oh
that.
no!
Yeah, there was a little kid hiding in the refrigerator.
Oh no!
I'm scared to find him now. He's
Why
gonna.
is he in this refrigerator?
And and you have to take him home, and shit fucking went crazy. Like, I went to war to take this kid home, and I regret it because there was an option to sell his ass. And I thought, and I'm like, if I would have known that now,
It's you with the death call.
With that death claw egg? Have you done that one
Oh,
yet?
the
No.
Deathclaw egg! I love
Did
that.
you know what I
machine.
did?
what?
Like I,
Took it.
I took it back to the death claw. You know, I grabbed the
Wait, you can talk to
No, well,
No.
it let him survive.
yeah, it let me survive. So like,
Okay, yeah,
I
I
was
don't know that
returning
yet.
the death claw egg to the death claw, and right in front of the nest, you pick up like some death claw like weapon,
claw.
like melee.
That's pretty cool.
Melee weapon. So you either got to sell that egg to somebody or return it to death claw. So I returned it to the death claw. So then like I got in with him or whatever, and then
It's crazy.
but then
You got in with him?
but then it was like
He
oh
wasn't gonna hurt him. Already.
dog meat found something. I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
He found the egg.
So he found the fucking egg. So I go back over there, like not even paying attention. So I grab it. It was like, oh shit, like you got the egg. So I'm like jetting, like I am running so goddamn fast to get away from this death claw. But it worked. So I still got it with me.
Yeah.
No, nobody wants it, but
So you gave it to him, but then you took it away.
yeah, straight up
It's like,
Indian giver.
psych, bitch.
He's like, I'm just playing.
It's so funny when you have the egg and you're walking up to the nest because Deathclaw is just eyeing you down like,
Yeah.
"You're fucking give me that egg."
Intense.
You gotta go.
Where
to,
is this?
Go. It's like the northeast corner of the map. You gotta go to the Museum of Witchcraft.
Oh, I actually was heading there.
It's insane.
Okay.
It's like the creepiest.
The actual Museum of Witchcraft is oh my god.
It's so
yeah, I have a
creepy.
mission there I gotta go
yeah,
to.
yeah.
Yeah. I went down, all the way down.
He was fighting a death claw
'Cause that's
inside
actually where
the
the,
building.
Yeah.
and
the kid
and he
is.
gave up. He was just like he's like
I could not
so
do
I'm like
it.
I'm like, well, use the mini nuke or use the nuke. He uses the nuke,
Inside.
hits the thing and blows him to pieces. So what I do is he's just like, I can't do this. So he hands me over the controller and I take over, and I'm far away and I perfectly time it every single time it comes out because it has a path that it obviously
Yeah,
Yeah.
he follows a path.
yeah. And so I hit him twice with that mini nuke, and then I pulled out Righteous Authority, and I just
That gun's
absolutely
great.
demolished it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I found the deliverer.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I've
I
got
did
the,
have that gun. That's
Yeah.
what I've been talking
I've
about.
got
Oh.
the Deliverer, and
That
it's
gun
like
is amazing, right?
God.
I've actually got like the the power in mine because obviously I keep everything and I just take it to like one area, but I build it up and now like I think its power is like 53 or something like that.
Yeah, I got mine like leveled up too. It's
Yeah.
sick.
See, you don't ever do that stuff.
No.
Like you just like get it. You're like, oh yeah, you know this is awesome,
dope.
and you don't ever think about like upgrading it. Like
I
my righteous authority has like a 73 power to it, and
See,
like,
I had-
and it incinerates
I
everybody.
had the righteous authority, but then I found like incendiary, like laser pistol.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it just makes people go on fire. And then
Well,
I
that's
have,
how mine is though. But it's like
I have
super
Kellogg's.
powerful.
Kellogg's
I sold that
Pistol.
shit. That
I kept
sucked.
it. I upgraded
I got
it.
it.
It's awesome.
I hated it.
Yeah, I got it.
That's
I put
my
like
go-to
I put like
for
a reflex
bosses.
sight on it.
No.
Yeah, because it's so powerful.
Oh, yeah.
It's honestly that's my go-to whenever I face like raiders, but I use like lasers whenever I face like the synths or the.
I have so much cells, like
Oh
for
yeah.
my. I don't remember having this many cells in fucking
Well,
Fallout.
in that. In
Just
that,
because of those scents. Like,
Yeah.
because they go after me so much now because I'm an enemy for the Institute. But
Really. Yeah.